Hey, we're going to a Salvation Army and I'm going to show you how to buy things and sell them for more money online. If you're watching this, it's most likely because you want to find out how to make some money, you want a home business. Well, selling used products on Amazon is a totally viable home business, and I'm going to show you how much money you can expect to make. Let's go. While I'm sitting in traffic waiting to get there, and I want to stress that I am just a regular guy, just like you, anyone can do this. What you want to know is I'm using Amazon FBA, meaning I buy the items, I prep them, and I ship them to Amazon, and they do the final end fulfillment. They ship it to the customer, I pay them a marginal rate. It's all in the fee structure. So when you see Amazon FBA fees and you go, oh wow, it's like 30%, just remember that part of that is the shipping cost. Because of that, because of all the convenience, I can also charge more money. Products on Amazon generally sell for more. Not in every case. There are certainly instances where they sell for more on eBay or the same price, but the products I look for, generally used electronics, generally rare toys, those are the ones that sell for more on Amazon, and that's why I search them out. One more stoplight, so I'll take this time to answer some commonly asked questions. Why do I dress like a hobo? Because I like looking that way. If you think that because I dress this way, because I have a Mazda and not a BMW, that I'm not successful at this, then that's, you know what, that's your right, your prerogative, but you're a simple-minded fool. The third thing that people get hung up on is how do I sell it for so much more than anyone else does? And that's, again, because of the convenience. If someone can go to Amazon and they see that it's an Amazon-fulfilled product, they have a lot more trust in it. They know they're going to get it in like one day. And if it is an item that is urgently needed, which most of these weird one-off items, they're not just, oh, yeah, sure, I'll pay $80 for an Elmo doll. It's, I need this for something. And so because I know that, I can charge more. I'm providing more of a service. I'm providing one-day shipping so I can get compensated for that extra work. Hey, we're here. So what really differentiates novice resellers from experienced expert resellers is not the products you buy, it's the products you don't buy. So this video is focusing more on what products I'm not buying, why I'm not buying them, because do you want to have a warehouse like me filled with the shit you've bought over the past 3 years? No, you don't. But lucky for you, because I did that, I have learned so much about what makes a good thrift store business, what makes a good resale business. And like I said, it's what you don't buy. It's not getting logged down in unnecessary listings because you're making $2 an item. It's not getting buried under piles of stuff that you're gonna say, oh, I'll fix that, or I'll take that stain out. It's about seeing things that are valuable and getting them to a buyer as fast as possible, or at least into your system, into your FBA system as fast as possible. Okay, so the first thing I'm done selling, leaving behind in 2019 is keyboards, unless they are exceptionally valuable. I've sold keyboards before. You make about $25 a pop, but you have to test every single key, and I don't have time for that. I am also done selling clothing. What I will do though, when I say done, I mean almost done. I will look through these racks out here. They bring the clothes out to be sorted, to be put in the racks, and so like these are the fresh donations. I'll look through those. I'll look for like heavy outerwear, jerseys, that kind of stuff. Maybe some single stitch band tees, just valuable stuff, but nothing that won't sell immediately or below like $50. On to electronics, which really is a big foundational aspect of my business. I sell a huge amount of used electronics, and I gotta say, the market is getting a lot more competitive over the past few years, but that's fine. I'm not scared of competition. What I found right here was a DVD VCR combo from Emerson. But what's odd about it, the reason I'm not buying it is because look at the model number, EWD 2004. Look that up on your phone or on your desktop, because you should be buying those. Right now, there are two people with repricers, meaning they're automatically lowering their price at an incremental basis, and they're down to $19 and $20 respectively. I almost bought them both, but I kind of want you guys to buy them because that's like a cool surprise for watching the video, but I'm leaving that for that reason. What I am not leaving are these phones. I want to make sure that there are as many handsets as there are phone bases, as well as a main base, because sometimes they just toss them in these bags and sell them. This one has them all, and for $5 I should get between like $60 and $80 for it, but I'm not totally sure. These sell really fast though. This also is going to be a high seller, but it will not sell fast. I'm going to ask like $40 for this. They're going for about 15 on eBay, but on Amazon, I'm going to ask 40 for it because it's new in package, and there are no other listings. So I'll put it on Amazon at 40, maybe even $80, I don't know, and I'll sell it then. Here's a hard good I am selling. This is a kind of a well-known brand, McGuire Nichols. I think they're made in Mexico. It's a leather tool belt, and this is a big one. They want $7.99 for it. It's essentially new. It smells brand new. It smells great. I believe this is a 52-inch model. You got to know that when you sell these. And this should go conservatively for $100. Best case scenario, maybe $125. But I also might keep it because I don't have a tool belt, and I'm trying to look more handy these days. You should never buy a used puzzle. And by never, I mean almost never. What you should be buying is new puzzles. New in package puzzle. They want $3 for this. I'm going to sell it for between $35 and $50, depending on if the guy who has one new right now sells in the next day or two when I'm listing this. I bet you would all leave this on the shelf. An iHome. An iHome! Who wants an iHome? They're so old. They're so useless. But let's examine it more. Whoa! Wow. 2 docks on top. This is the IP88. It does not sell often on Amazon, but when it does, it sells for between $80 and $120. And there are no other sellers right now, so I'm buying this. I'm not buying this Verizon Wi-Fi hotspot, which most of you might pick up because I've heard of issues with those being locked. As to say, I was unsure if they worked with all accounts or only specific accounts. Because of that reason, I left it. I'm also leaving behind untested electronics in 2019. I have been guilty of sometimes buying things without testing them, only to bring them home to my warehouse to find, oh shoot, it's a dud. But now I test them all in the store, I get DVDs, I get VHS tapes, and I make sure they all work. I got a 3D Blu-ray player, a DVD VCR combo, a double dock iPod, a puzzle new in box, a tool belt, a VCR. I got this book right here. I could sell it for $80, but I might give it to my brother Max. It's not a for sure sale at $80 because there are a lot of merchant fulfilled books at like $9, so I'm not going to include it in the price. I got these diskettes. There's a clock radio or two down there. There's the phone, and there's a bunch of video games and DVDs that, it doesn't matter about really. Hey, not bad, not bad. So when it's all said and done, I'm going to make about $600 before fees, before shipping, before all that nonsense. After fees, after shipping, it's going to end up being about 70% of that, and 70% of 600 is 520. So about $520 profit, and then you minus off my buy cost, which was $60. So about probably $460 profit, maybe a little more depending on some of the CDs and DVDs I bought, because if I'm the only seller, I'm going to ask for more money. But I think like the conservative estimate is about $400. Took me an hour to do that, and then these things will sell over the next, this batch probably be about 2 months. Sometimes I buy things with the expectation they're not going to sell for 5 months, but all these things, all the electronics, the sales rank was below $250,000, so those are going to sell in a month or two. All of the CDs, all the DVDs, all the video games I bought are in the top 1 to 5%, so those are going to sell in less than 6 months, less than 3 months probably. They're not always as good. This thrift store is a pretty decent one. I go here about once a week, and I usually get about $500, between $400 and $700 profit. Lower end this time, but again, I popped in. I was there we'll say an hour, because that makes just making it easier. And if I say I made $800 an hour in this video because it took me a half hour to buy that stuff, people are inevitably going to be like, well, what do you mean it didn't sell? And not understand that making money is just a consequence of providing value. And so if I've found $800 of value in a half hour, then I'm sure as hell going to say I'm making that much, per half hour, because I don't have a paycheck. I don't have a boss. How else could I explain it? All right, I'll see you guys later. Oh yeah, don't be a shithead.